Even therapists learn this technique called active listening, that whenever someone says something, you don't interrupt and tell them how to think. You repeat it back and you listen for the feelings behind the words. So if my son came home and said, "Dad, I want to have blue hair," I don't know what your father would have said, but I know what mine would have said. No, well, as long as you live in this house, you can have blue hair.
Yep.
But what does that do? It just stops the conversation or it starts a fight. Active listening teaches you, repeat back what you hear. "Oh, you want to have blue hair?" And then be quiet long enough for them to like explain what's really going on. And he might say, "All the kids are wearing their hair blue." Now, I've been to a school. I know not everybody's blue-headed. And if I would have said that to my dad, I don't know what your dad would have said. "I don't care what anybody else is doing. As long as you live in this house, you're not going to have blue hair. If they're going to jump off a bridge, are you going with them?"
That one for sure. I've heard that plenty of times.
And what does it do? It stops the conversation or it starts a fight. Sounds like you want to be like the other kids. Completely different conversation. But and he might say, "Dad, sometimes I feel like I don't fit in."
Mm-hmm.
Now, my mother would have said, "What do you mean you don't fit in? Of course you fit in. You're a good boy. You're a good looking boy. You're a nice boy." And that's not helpful either. What's just helpful is, so sometimes you feel like you don't fit in. And then give it a breath. So they're the ones solving their problem. Now, at the end of a half an hour, he says, "I still want to have blue hair." I'm going to tell him, "No way in hell, as long as you live in my house," because it's not cool to look weird. I mean, if you look weird, you're going to hang out with weird people, right? It's okay to have boundaries around behaviors.